You know, Sweetie's the one who Quavo took the car back, the Bentley back after they broke up, and the girls was all in an uproar.
Yeah, I would have been mad. I would have took it back too.
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
fine.
She is fine, but I'm taking my car back.
I'm definitely taking my car back.
Shit, I don't care if I gave you a Yoda.
Sweetie is fine. I did not know she looked like this.
Mm-hmm. She ain't dropped no music. She ain't never dropping no music.
I don't think she's a musician. I think she is a air quotes musician.
You know, they give all the pretty girls with some clout a couple of songs, a couple of writers, some weed, and you know, whatever. And
we starting off hot already, but it's what before Instagram we did not know what B and C list actors and actresses did. Like we, you know what I'm saying? We didn't. And then when we got Instagram, we started seeing that they be in boats, they be on boats, they be in high rise condos.
Facts.
And and after a while, especially after Cash App hit, we realized that like, oh, that's how y'all live in LA.
Look, LA is a wild place. And you know, prayers to everybody in LA that's going through the wildfire things.
Good segue.
I do not agree with the idea of, yo, I'm glad that the millionaires is losing properties and stuff. I think that's just hater ass shit.
It is hater stuff, but we can't curse first 8 minutes.
Don't worry, I believe.
Yeah, but no, it is hater stuff. But I mean, that's the culture in America. Like so like to your point, to the folks that are losing their homes, like man, fire is wild. Like I was watching a video and it was these guys, their house is outside of the house was on fire. They're inside with the dog. Y'all might have saw this on Twitter. And I'm like, I don't even know how y'all was in that house. So I remember I was driving on the interstate. I was heading to the A, and there was a fire on 26, like a wildfire. Like the woods were on fire. Nothing in the road, just the forest. And like you kept seeing cars swerve all the way to the far left, right? The fire was not even in the road. It was literally just the trees. And when you would get to a point, the moment you hit that fire, it was like a heat wall, bro. And it literally made you swerve your car as far as you could.
That's crazy.
Away from the fire. So when I be seeing people close and stuff, I mean like, yo, the wind must be blowing the opposite direction. I was like, that's not even being close to a fire. That's literally riding down the interstate and the trees are on fire and the heat wave hit you. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, thoughts and prayers to everyone that's out there in
and thoughts
LA.
And prayers to all the broke people in LA, the B and C listed. Well, not even B and C, like maybe the C and D people. Like the people we talking about.
Yeah.
Sweetie, is Sweetie really a B list celebrity? She not.
Sweetie's kept. That's a difference. She's kept. So like, and we know, and we're going to have a conversation. Gosh, this is a good segue. We're going to have a conversation today about the genetic lottery.
Oh, you know what? To start us off light, here we go. Hold on. Hopefully.
All right, y'all. When my marriage was failing, me and my husband would never have anymore. The only way we would do it is he would put on a Moneybagg Yo music video on the TV, and then I would watch Moneybagg Yo while he had with me, and that's the only way he could get me to have with him.
So you were thinking about someone else.
I was just staring at Moneybagg Yo. He knew I was thinking about Moneybagg Yo. I didn't look at him at all.
Poor dude.
Get behind me, let me watch my man. So anytime he put on Moneybagg Yo, I'm like, oh, he wants to have sex.
That's hilarious. Who would have thought you?
Is that cucking?
That is cucking. That's absolutely cucking. That is wild.
Can you be cucked by a man that's not there?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Moneybagg Yo ain't there. He there, but he ain't there.
Dude, you think she's not gonna seek out Moneybagg Yo if he ever in town? And you think she's not gonna lay it up at the rim for him? So I don't know what's worse. Your girl landing up at the rim for Moneybagg Yo, or your girl landing up at the rim for Moneybagg Yo, and then she come home because he didn't take it.
Yo, what happened to romance? I don't like music playing during
I can tell you what I know I got to answer to this.
For romance. But if I remember when we was younger, I'm throwing my cousin under the bus. And I remember I was like, yo, like what songs, because I don't know nothing about sex at this time. I'm like, yo, what songs y'all play? Like he was like, yo, I play that Gucci. And I said, I do never want to be intact with any of the women that you run into.
Boy, y'all millennials, boy. Y'all changed the game.
Yeah, think about I'm watching a Luther doc. We'll get to that later. And they talking about Luther making all these songs. And think about it, like this man, we went from Luther to my man playing Gucci and Boosie.
Yeah, but that was definitely y'all generation that was having sex and rap music, which was different. I was like, I didn't know that was possible.
So where did the romance go?
Oh, women are not romantic. Only men are romantic. Women have no clue what romance is, bro. So if you listen to a woman when it comes to romance, yes, you're going to start having sex to rap songs. Absolutely. Women are clueless when it comes to romance. The reason why you had the sensual, soft music is because men was in charge of romance. And men are always in charge of romance, right? Like women women know what they like, but they have no idea how to facilitate what they like, right? Men have to facilitate it. So that's where your romance went, is because men aren't in charge of dating anymore. Men are just in charge of putting the wallet out. So women come up with the most absurd, crazy, ludicrous, non-romantic thing ever. And men just go along with it because we are in a matriarchy, and this is simp culture now.
If this is how you coming into 2025, I give you 3 weeks off every month. If this is how you gonna pod on the first day back,
hey, welcome back, man. We did. We were gone for a minute, man. Appreciate y'all.
To be fair,
for being patient.
I wanted to pod at least once. I did not tell Mike I wanted to pod, but I was like, oh, you know what? I might come in here and pod twice without Mike. And then I got my days off. I said, nah, I'm staying home. What you been up to, man?
Man, honestly, take a time off, man. I see you got New Year's resolutions up there. So
yeah.
I guess working on our resolutions, man. I'm trying to get paid. 2025, we saying it now, first pod of the year. By the end of this year, this pod is going to be one of the largest pods in America. I'm telling you now.
Absolutely. When we do get a pod space, neither one of us is allowed to sleep there, so we don't end up like Joe.
Oh, wow. That was different.
Yeah.
Over the break.
That was one of the things I wanted to be like, okay, we got a pod. Joe walking around naked to his thing. He did explain it. And
what was the excuse? Was it medicine, sleepwalking? Like, what is it?
It was sleepwalking.
I am shooting bail, obviously.
Absolutely. Yeah. I should have saved this for later and played the thing. It was funny. Joe gave a good lie. It was the stupidest lie. So much so that me and my homegirl, shout out to C. Congratulations on graduating nursing school. But me and her was talking, and she, like Joe said, that the reason why they couldn't pod where they were podding at is because the town said that there could not be no videoing in his building. That didn't make no sense because they've been there for 2 years.
That doesn't
Plus,
make sense.
For anybody that knows, the only way the town can say that is if it's a government building, they can say, hey, the government building in your background can't be seen.
Yeah.
Or if they own the place.
Low key, I thought he was in a studio or a commercial space. I did not know they was in a residential space.
They in a residential space.
So, when we get our money up, can we get something uptown with the backdrop?
Sure. I mean, we need some sponsors. Sponsor us today.
We're gonna get some sponsors.
But shout out to our sponsor, NoGrease. But what it was he was there. He slept there. Joe has always said he sleeps naked, and he always says he has a sleepwalking problem. But he's never went outside his house, so he never thought it was serious. Now, this is coming from 5 years of me listening to this podcast.
If you sleepwalk, you should probably not sleep naked.
Well, he said that's what he got to do now. And he said literally he went to his neighbor that has been complaining to the building about him. And he was like, it's two racist people. They racist as hell. They talk to me. They say, your people is doing this. Your people is doing that. He was like, they not American. Yeah. But they don't realize they racist. Because, they follow white America. Like, whatever. Yeah. And so he was like, I literally went to her door, butt ass naked.
I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing.
Oh, it's funny. When he told the story, he was like, he listed out all the complaints. And he was like, imagine me the first time sleepwalking outside of my house. And I go to the lady who's trying to get me kicked out. And he said, my dick is on her Ring camera. So now he said what happened was, so they go to court and she's doing the white thing. Like, yo, he masturbating on my Ring camera. He hates me. And he said he had to put his girl on the stand to confirm that he wasn't hard. And then he said the judge looked at the video and was like, no, he woke up and covered himself and walked off. And so in the police report, Minor saw it. This lady took the Ring cam footage and showed her girls, like her whole family, and her girls saw it. So he was like,
Karens are off the chain.
Off the chain. Yeah. So he was like, all of that came out. He was like, he said she lost her civil suit because she was lying. You know what I'm saying? He
should sue her.
He should, but he said now he has to go to sleep in clothes. My advice to Joe is you cannot sleep at your job.
Well, you definitely need to have a house. And Joe, I think Joe just got approved to buy a Ferrari. I hope he can still buy his Ferrari after all this.
He said he already got it because he said that they didn't like that.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to anybody that don't know what we're talking about, you can buy a Ferrari from a third party anywhere. But if you want to buy a Ferrari from Ferrari, which is a big deal, it's like a club of men that are approved to buy Ferraris from Ferraris. And Joe became one of those men. And then this happened on the back end.
And Joe got to buy that Ferrari because of Jay-Z's homeboy, Pekkas, who's always with them. And so he said Jay-Z homeboy was like, yo, I'll take you to the Ferrari place. You could talk to him.
Yeah.
We'll see what happened. And he was like, he had to take a couple of meetings. And he was like, he got it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because his resume itself, is impressive. I mean, he is one of the Black Pod fathers.
Absolutely.
If not the Black Pod father. So.
Absolutely. What's your New Year's resolution? What you got planned?
What I have planned in 2025 is everything Black Dads Club related. Okay. Yeah. So my New Year's resolution is to go live with you guys on Instagram several times a week. I'm gonna try to do like 5 days a week, but y'all know me. I have been inconsistent so far. So, but that's the goal. The goal is to wake up, have coffee with you guys, hang out, just go online, talk about something, maybe something that we posted in, on the Instagram, something we posted on Twitter. It's just politic, motivate everybody for the morning to move on. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions. The second one is to finally get Gavin's YouTube channel up and running. So
please.
Yeah, so we could actually, collect some revenues there.
So Mike can travel.
Yes. And like that, so like those are like my two. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I've been working on these things, honestly, like all of December, consistently. So those are the things that this year I could say like we're going to do. Now I could say like lose weight. I low key think I'm gonna go the exempt route. I think I'm gonna just be like,
oh gosh,
hell with the gym. Let's go ahead. I hate needles. I'm really not, but it is looking very advantageous, man.
Look, it is, especially every time you get on Snapchat, there's a commercial for somebody just stabbing themselves.
Yeah, like you know what, man? What's 3 months? 3 months of my appetite being suppressed, and I could drop down to get my 6-pack back. I don't know. I might go for it.
This year, I don't know, man. I got business goals. I think I've shared this on here that I'm like in this business class with the city. So like really working on that, cutting out fat as far as like business stuff I don't need to do. People in my life, you know what I'm saying? I need to get my kid back in some sports. That's the other thing. And really with this, like me and Mike talk about it all the time. Like really, this got to take off.
Yeah.
Like we there.
This is the year.
Yeah, this is the year
though.
Like
this is the year.
It's like, all right, what we doing here? The shit look good. The shit sound good. I like to listen to it. Sometimes I'll be listening to it, arguing with you over. But
And funny enough, you say that. Our last episode popped up, and I was listening to it, and I was like, "This is really good."
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to remind yourself that, like, oh, this is us. But I'm waiting to hear my response. Like, oh, what did I say? I think sometimes that's funny. It's like when you go back and listen to it, you're like, look at us patting ourselves on the back.
Absolutely. Shout out to the sex workers that listen.
Shout out to y'all.
I just want to shout them out.
Yeah. Always, man. Sex work is real work.
You ain't getting 1.5, but we going to get that in a little bit. Hold on. Let me drop this intro. You know I had to throw that in there. Gavin B, welcome to service. Sit down. The Black Dads Club. What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that.
If you are a black male and you're in a jam, hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
We give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard.
Sometimes I got to push back because be lying.
They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun.
Now let's begin.
Yo, I want to welcome everybody to episode 165 of the Black Dads Club. That is Pastor Mike Will, as my mom loves to call him. And I am your host, Gavin B. Shout out to our moms. Shout out to our pops. Shout out to our sisters. And shout out to Ez. That's the only brother of the crew. Look, I want to welcome everybody here. This episode is brought to you by, it is paid for by, it is loved by NoGrease Barbershop at Premium Outlets in Northlake Mall. Darnell, I will come see you soon. It's supposed to snow in 2 days, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to see you before I go do another podcast.
That snow is going to be gone Saturday.
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know, because you're not familiar with Charlotte, if we get they've already canceled school for tomorrow, and we only supposed to get like not even an inch of snow. Like they don't care. They are not taking it. And South Carolina worse. Atlanta is the worst. Atlanta shuts down.
Yeah, I'm about to say Atlanta has to, because the last time they had a snowstorm,
niggas died.
Yeah, like low key, you're not telling no lie. Like cars was abandoned on the side of the road. Like that was insane.
That is crazy. It's a couple women who I just love in this world, besides my wife. I love you. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to my wife, man.
Happy birthday.
I am officially broke, so if you want to sponsor this podcast, please email us as blackdadsclub@gmail.com.
Oh, you can just cash app us.
Please.
Yeah, we'll take that too.
That girl burnt me. Capitol Grill. Then we went to Napa for brunch. Then she got some more shoes. I sent her to Chicago.
Oh, you did it up.
I ain't doing enough.
You did it up.
Well, burnt. Shout out to Capitol Grill. Not Capitol Grill. Del Frisco's. Y'all know I don't mess with Capitol Grill. That's Mike's spot.
Yeah, I like Capitol Grill. I was just there.
Yeah,
for the birthday. My sisters took me out.
Yeah, I tried to get them to take me out. We're going to get to your sisters in a little bit.
What's funny is I actually prefer Ruth Chris to Capitol Grill. And it's not close. And people like Capitol Grill because it's more like exclusive.
Uppity.
Yeah, but it's like Ruth Chris. It's like the drinks are better at Ruth Chris.
Absolutely. I don't mind going to Ruth Chris if I sit at the bar.
I only sit at the bar in the restaurant I go to.
Yeah.
I hate sitting at tables.
Yeah.
I am such an informal person. Like I am not the type of person like black tie stuff. Like, look, I'll clean up nice.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, can we just get to the party portion? Can we get to the end of the night? Like, I do not want to sit down and be stuffy and be like, oh, that's not me.
The funny part about when you go out to nice spots is what we get dressed up for. There's somebody else that go there in flip-flops and polo shirts.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not getting dressed up for either one of those spots.
I realized that when I worked at the Ritz, like some people was just like,
yeah, this
is what hospitality is supposed to look like. And I'm like, yo.
Yeah, no. When I mentioned it, like, I'm not saying that these are, first off, like, when it comes to Manhattans, the best one is actually at Ruth Chris in Charlotte.
Okay.
It's better, like, and I don't order Manhattans from everywhere because everybody can't make it.
Facts.
So, yeah, like that's the only place. So if I want a Manhattan, if I have a taste, I'm like, man, I haven't had a Manhattan in a while. Chances are I'm gonna be at Ruth Chris, and there's some other nice places. And I'm not gonna bash anybody because there might be a future sponsor.
Facts.
But there's other nice places where I go to and I get them to make it, and they are trash.
Ass. Couple of women I love on this earth that I don't think they could do anything wrong in my eyes. Jill Scott, Kelly Rowland.
Kelly is our girl.
Hold on, you better be careful because I might step on the ledge. You can't step there with me.
Well, they're my girl. I love Kelly Rowland. I always love Kelly over Beyonce.
Yeah, I love Jill Scott just because
Jill Scott gives you the impression that you're gonna have a good time.
Yep. And she wrote me on Twitter one time and told me to calm down. I'm just a woman. So I can't remember what I said to her.
What the hell?
Yeah. This is back in Twitter when you knew it was a celebrity writing you. And whatever I said, she said, calm down. I'm just a woman. And I said, oh.
Ooh, I don't know what the hell you said to Jill.
I think I deleted that Twitter too. This is before.
Oh, it was your burner Twitter. So you said something wild.
It was a real one. One of those other people who I love, Snow Allegra, can't do no wrong in my eyes. One of those other people was Joy Taylor.
I see. I'm not a Joy Taylor fan. And this is way prior to this. I've always thought she was, here
we go.
I always thought she was where she was because of like her brother.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I love Joy because when I found out about Joy, I didn't know about her brother. I didn't know that was her brother.
Yeah.
Like that. I knew about him, but I didn't know that was her brother. So when I saw her on the show, my first time seeing her was on Skip and Shannon.
Yeah.
I was excited for that show. Skip leaving ESPN. Shannon Sharpe, I just always knew as a funny guy.
Yeah.
So I was excited and I'm like, yo, who is this fine specimen right here in the middle of these two? And Joy was beautiful. Still is. So how we gonna do this? Fox has a scandal and it is going down. And to give a little backstory, because everybody knows about it by now, a hairdresser has sued Fox, basically talking about the workplace, and she's named Skip, Joy, the VP,
Dixon. Let's not forget his name.
Please, we cannot. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Him. She named Alcho. How do you say?
Acho.
We gonna let Mike kick his back in a little bit.
Yeah, not a fan.
She mentioned Colin and Shannon.
Yeah.
And she's alleging different accusations throughout everything, talking about sexual assault, racism, workplace misconduct, being propositioned for sex.
Yeah.
And it was lengthy. It was 42 pages. Now, let me tell y'all something. I couldn't go to sleep one night. Well, I went to sleep and I woke up at 5 and I was bored out of my mind. I couldn't go back to sleep. And for some reason, something said, yo, pull that document up.
Yeah.
And I sat in the bed under the covers and I read the first 20 pages. Because after the 20 pages, it's like 22 pages of just legal stuff I couldn't get to. So I got through most of it, more than half of it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If you get a chance to read the whole thing, it's wild.
It's wild, but it is that's like a toxic work environment, and it's like nothing that I read and was like, ooh, never seen that before in the workplace.
Facts. I give you that.
Yeah, so it was like, so when I read it, I was just like, it's all reasonable. Everything was reasonable except her with the amount she was offered. Everything else was reasonable.
Okay, let's get to Skip versus Shannon.
Yeah. Now that I've read this and I know that Skip wanted the hairdresser, and Skip was told by Dixon, this is from the document, right?
Yes.
So these are the allegations. We're not making anything up. The allegations are Skip was told by Dixon that Shannon was hitting, I believe her name was pronounced Faraji. Yeah. And Skip wanted that, right? So Skip wanted the hairdresser. And according to Dixon, the VP, Shannon already has her.
Absolutely.
And I was like, now Skip going in and taking shots at Shannon
makes sense.
Makes so much sense now.
I always defend Skip.
I think what Skip has done for sports and a lot of the guys, especially black commentators in sports, I think that's commendable.
Absolutely. I've always defended Skip just because I take these entertainer people like for who they are. So I have always said in my life, Skip can't read a room. I've said that many times on this podcast. This entire document showed me that Skip can't read rooms.
He's clueless.
On everything.
He's clueless.
So when I looked at it, and first of all, this is the first time in my life where I was like, all right, Skip, you doing too much.
Yeah.
First of all, you dirty macking.
Definitely dirty macking.
You too concerned with Shannon's dick. Like too concerned.
Too concerned. You got another man's private part on your head. Too much.
At all times. Like you going to the VP to talk about the hairdresser, and your VP is like, yo, don't worry about that. Shannon is smashing. And then you going back to the hairdresser to be like, yo, aren't you effing him?
Yeah, are you smashing Shannon? Like, Skip, like, yeah. And that's what I said. None of it is unbelievable.
No, it's not.
None of it is, except being offered $1.5 million.
Okay, so let's get there. He got so desperate. He told this woman, how much is it gonna take?
Yeah,
I give you $1.5 million. Do you believe that? I guess not.
No, I don't believe that. What I believe is, I believe that they might have had a conversation where he was just like, hey, what do you want?
Yeah,
right. And then he probably just went down the road of 50,000, 100,000, like
$1.5 million.
Yeah, just to see, like, I think that was the conversation. Nobody's offering $1.5 million.
What could you do with it? 1.5 in Colombia.
You're probably gonna get robbed by day 2 with that much money, but assuming you don't get kidnapped, $1.5 million. I could take a private jet to Vegas, smash the most expensive escort in Vegas, bet $500,000 on black, lose that $500,000, take that private jet to fucking Rio, get 100 of the finest, most racially ambiguous women you've ever seen in your life. Women so fine that you would forget what order to put ABC in. Then take that private jet back to Charlotte, and I'd probably still have $500,000 left. All right, so nobody is spending $1.5 million on sex, bro.
That was crazy. I get to Skip back. I get back to Skip later. It seemed like this is what I hate about our community.
Oh, my bad. Let me correct myself.
What's that?
Kept women might be getting that kind of money, but like a one-off is not getting that kind of money.
Never.
A kept woman though is probably collecting.
But she probably getting that over a year though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
how much was Carisha getting from Diddy? Like she claimed $250,000. Nobody don't believe that.
But she probably did have a healthy allowance.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so a kept woman probably is getting $1.5 million. So unless Skip was offering her to be a kept woman, which. I'm not billing out Skip. Fuck that, right? Okay. Not doing that. I only do that for my bros. All right.
Okay.
But nothing about Skip gives me expensive.
Yeah, and Stephen A said that.
Yeah, Stephen A did say that, right? So,
do you believe Dixon when he said that Shannon was smashing?
Allegedly, yes. Yes. I mean, like, you should not sleep with people in your workplace, but it happens.
See, all right, we can have that debate because I don't agree with that.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. You can't eat where you shit.
I married and gave the woman at my job a baby. So.
But that's the majority of relationships. But also those are coworkers, right? Like they like.
So you mean subordinates?
Was she your boss?
Not at all.
Were you her boss?
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. Here I'm with you. The mature part of me. Now that I'm older, you should not sleep with people at your job. Like it's just too much that can go wrong.
You know, and let me add this caveat. To your point, I am not discussing the hospitality industry or call centers.
Oh.
All right. Hospitality industry and call centers, yes, sleep with your coworkers. That's par for the course. And gangs. Yeah. Like all that, yeah, sleep with your coworkers, right? But in a corporate setting, like absolutely not. Like pod takes off, we're uptown, man, we hire somebody. It's a no for me.
You ain't gonna smash the hairdresser?
No.
That's how I knew Skip.
That's why I cut my hair. I won't even need one.
Skip, that's how I knew you was horny. You was getting a haircut every day. What? You mean your haircut didn't last?
Yeah, that's insane.
Look,
and that's why I'm saying, like, most of what I read, the allegations that I read, they seem reasonable.
Yeah,
they seem reasonable.
But sis, I know you told Skip that you wasn't sleeping with Shannon, but once I found your Instagram and saw what you look like,
she definitely looked like he's
his type.
His type.
Do she look like Michelle? I don't know. She don't look like her voice match up with being Michelle.
And, you know, and big up to Shannon for telling Skip, you know, and this is why I low-key believe it, is because, like, if you're a guy and you ask me, like, hey, man, I'm be like, nah, Brian, I'm not.
Yeah.
And, like, and that's what Shannon told Skip, was like, Skip, I'm not. And I was just like, yeah, that
means he is.
Yes.
The thing I hate about our community is we really focus on the salacious stuff. And the salacious stuff was how many people Joy slept with. Which ain't a lot. It seems like the hairdresser only admitted to Joy sleeping with 2 people.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I don't care.
Nobody cares. And ladies, stop trying to pump fake this as a male versus woman thing. When this is a woman versus woman thing.
Yeah, this is definitely 2 women going at each other.
Yeah, because nobody gives a damn about. Joy could have slept with everybody at Fox. This ain't what the story is about. This is not what her lawsuit is about.
No.
But I think me and you stand on different grounds on if she had to mention Joy in this lawsuit.
I don't think she had to mention Joy. I think she disliked Joy. I would like to know why.
Well, I know why. I read the shit.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I've been listening to different podcasts and people was like, yo, why she even mention Joy? And from my reading, it made sense. She met Mr. Dixon through Joy.
Mm.
So she had to establish, if you read the whole thing, and this is why I really believe everything besides the 1.5. And part of me believes the 1.5. I just don't believe, I think Skip said it jokingly.
Yeah, okay.
And,
I can agree. I can agree with that.
But the whole 20 pages that I read, she was documenting the timeline of when I met everybody to when I was fired. And she went through that timeline, and she has journals to back this up. She named outcry witnesses. And so it seemed like she mentioned Joy because, hey, you introduced me to the guy who sexually assaulted me. You were my boss. And I came to you and said, hey, your boss sexually assaulted me. Also the dude who you're sleeping with.
Yeah.
Joy told her, as her superior, get over it.
He can fire both of us.
He can fire both of us.
Allegedly, that's what Joy said.
Allegedly. All this allegedly.
Yeah.
And Joy, we'll get to if you gonna ever say anything. But then when she went to
She's
HR for the investigation, you know, HR asked her about Joy and Homeboy.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, they sleeping together, but that ain't got nothing to do with this investigation. They was like, oh. And then next thing you know, she was let go.
Yeah.
And Skip was the one who was like, yo, they about to fire you. Just giving you. So I get why she mentioned Joy, but I think that I really look at it and say, she tight with Joy when Joy told her to get over it. If the dude that you sleeping with, who is both of our boss, sexual assaults me, you can't look at me and say, hey, girl, just get over that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
it's tough.
Yeah, I think she just didn't like Joy. I mean, like I said, outside of that, and the whole thing with Joy, you know, if Joy told her those things, then shame on Joy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shame on Joy. But this hairdresser, like I said, I mean, the fact that she sat there, she had to document everything is another reason why I think men need to be aware of, you know, not shitting where you sleep, bro, because obviously she needed her job, right? And obviously she was probably making a good bit of money in comparison to where else she could be working, you know, and she could, because I mean, she was there for what, 7 years, 8 years?
7 years.
Yeah.
And Joy, you wrong for that. Joy told her, let me tell you something. I laughed throughout this whole entire thing. Yeah. Some things ain't funny, but I'm about to be immature.
Okay, we got it.
Joy, you can't have a girl doing your hair for 7 years and then come and say, yo, she can't do black girl hair, so that's why I gotta fire her.
You know, that was such buzzworthy. That was such buzzworthy. I mean, let's ask the audience, do Joy Taylor have black girl hair?
Well, Oh, I thought it was better to have a conversation. Is when did Joy suddenly become black? I mean, I know she's biracial, but homeboy of here, black woman, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and again, right, this is sidebar, right? Let's put a pin in it. Why I'm not mad at African Americans when they delineate from other people, because everybody hides under blackness.
Absolutely.
When it's convenient to try to get something done.
Facts.
But the moment you're not hiding anymore, right? I mean, I don't even think Joy parents are from the United States. I think somebody's obviously a Euro-American of some sort. And I want to say they're from the islands. Like, I can't remember.
Yeah, but you know what? I was like, oh, we can let that rock. We're going to count Joy as black. That's funny. That ain't even the funny part. I was like, yo, you can't let this non-black person do your hair for 7 years and then complain that they don't know how to do black girl hair. But that ain't even the funny part. They hire 2 new black girls. Joy fires both of them within a week. Then she asked the Latina at the job, yo, can you do my hair? And she told her no. That had me weak.
Because you're going to get me fired, obviously, right?
Like, it's like, that happened. Skip going up to the hairdresser and was like, yo, ain't you Muslim? Like, ain't your dad Muslim? Don't he got 3 or 4 wives? Skip, this is how I knew Skip couldn't read a room. And she goes, my dad is dead.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
This is not supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Skip is a mood killer, dog. Like, Skip, and then
well, I mean, you can look at Skip and tell Skip is a mood killer.
If you read the report, it says she just stared at him and Skip just stood there with his mouth open because he didn't know what to say. So she just walked out the room. And I'm in the bed at 5 a.m. crying. Because I'm like, this is how I know this shit is real. Because Skip gives me them vibes. I've said he can't read a room. This is one of those chances. Then when they was talking about, what else had me in there laughing? They, sorry, lady, this happens. You are a foreigner. You can't pronounce certain things. I'm not going to sit here and call these people racist because they're making jokes about your accent. When we go up north, they call us country bumpkins for a reason, right?
Our accents are made fun of. Like, no, absolutely.
Like, I'm like, that ain't necessarily racism. So I'm not going to call Skip Joy.
I can't stand hearing people from New York talk.
Well, I don't listen to no music from over there at the UK because I hate their accents.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be worrisome as well. So, I mean, I get it. So accents are a thing where people are like, I don't really want. That's not really
when
racist.
Drake started doing that island shit, I'm like, turn this shit up.
Yeah,
Go to the next song.
Exactly. I'm with you.
The other thing that made me laugh was Jason Whitlock, fat ass.
Well, let's stay on Joy a little bit.
Go ahead.
Was Joy qualified? I think that's a question that everybody want to ask and everybody's afraid to touch. Was she qualified for the roles that she has? Because the accusation is, especially from I think Marcus Wiley, and Jason Whitlock, because he said so. Just to segue into that, right? They're saying like, hey, our shows was taken from us for Acho and Joy to have this show, and I think we do have to at some point broach the topic of, are people who are not qualified in positions that they have because of how they look.
Or you fucking a boss.
Or you fucking
Can we
a boss
talk
allegedly.
about, we can't talk about the women who actually sleep up or sleep.
Well, I mean, so again, we would have to say, are we going to have an honest conversation?
Well, do you want to be honest on the first part of the year?
About the genetic lottery? I do. because this is the thing. Which of us listening to this pod right now, out of everybody that we know in the NBA, thinks that Malika Andrews is the most qualified person to interview guys in the NBA? Is she even more qualified than Doris Burke?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, 2 people. Okay, first of all, this one thing, I'm stuttering.
No, like,
because I'm trying to. All right, honest conversation is we do have a thing where we do need diversity in the room. So, and a lot of times we do live in a world. I'm about to sound like the Trumpsters, right? A lot of times equality don't equal fairness. I'm stealing that from you.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes we do need women in the room when we having these topics. Let me put it like this. Do I think that, let's say Malika, do I think she's the most qualified woman? I don't know. I definitely know it's more qualified women. Let me put it like this.
That's my question. Is there more qualified people than Malika?
When it came to Joy, I don't know how qualified you got to be the new spokesperson on a show that's about to drop. A new show, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's one of them things, but your resume is, my brother played in the NFL. I know a little something. I'm just saying what it is. Now, with this hairdresser, I'm not taking in what the hairdresser is saying right quick. Then also, now, let's get to Marcus Wiley and them. I think Marcus Wiley who Marcus Wiley, no disrespect to you, bro. You're a great B or C mic on any show.
He's a good C mic.
Yeah. So, and then Jason Whitlock, his stock was drowning.
And Jason drowned his own stock. Jason is actually he's a decent A mic.
He is.
But all absolutely. The extra shit, it makes you be like, you know what? I don't like listening. I don't want to hear the extra stuff. I want to hear about sports.
And can we be real? Fox is not like the best. They've always been number 2 for a reason. They've always been like, you're not ESPN, so you not competing, whatever. Now,
yeah.
When I'm looking at it, and y'all not in the first block either, it's a reason why y'all not Colin, y'all not skipping Shannon, you that third. I mean, shit, First Things First was up there, so y'all fourth on there. So I could see them saying, yo, let's slide things, especially if Joy's stock is, and let's keep it real. These people's stocks is marketability at the end of the day.
And that's my point, right? Yeah. Are we going to have a conversation?
Let's have it. I mean,
are we going to have it that the genetic lottery is a thing when it comes to getting ahead in this world?
Absolutely. But like, come on. Name one podcast where the host is ugly.
Black Dad's Club. What do you mean? We're not supermodels out here.
It's the reason why we ain't famous then.
Exactly.
Look,
right?
Somebody pretty come sit with us. But that, like, think about it. At least like go to the girls.
I get what you're saying.
So that's one thing.
Agree.
Joy has that going for you.
Yes.
And let's take the hairdresser in there. You sleeping with the right person. Man, how many times have you went out to a group, y'all go to the club, and the girl hugged the bouncer too long? You know what that's code for.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping up.
Yeah.
Now, some of y'all started sleeping with the wrong dude. You know what I'm saying? The dude who passed out peppermints in the bathroom, and you realized you couldn't get in the club. But some girl was like, "Yo, I'm smashing the promoter. We good? How many I got?"
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But again, like I said, I mean, at some point, we have, because we keep saying like, "Oh, these people are qualified," and that becomes the argument, right? Because I don't know if we're going to play.
All right, let's.
I don't know if we're going to have to play the Joy clip where she's like, "You got to work twice as hard and you got to be twice as good."
That's what I was going to get to.
Yeah.
The women say that. Okay, let's tell the truth. Women are the ones who walk around and saying, "Yo, I'm qualified X, Y, and Z," and in the back of their head, they know that they smashing homeboy.
Yeah, and this is not to infer that's what Malika is doing, but I use Malika because she's a very gorgeous woman.
Yeah,
but if Malika looked, I'm not gonna.
And Malika was dark skinned.
If she was,
I tell the truth.
Yeah. Like, would she be there if she wasn't long hair, racially ambiguous with beautiful features? Right? Probably not.
Absolutely. Like, let's tell the truth on those things. It's a reason why colorism exists in every community, right? It's a reason why, I don't know what Malika natural hair look like. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things. I'm not shocked. First of all, I don't shame nobody who's sleeping up.
I don't blame you for sleeping up. I don't blame you for taking advantage of anything, right? If Michael Jordan was 5'6",
he wouldn't be any.
We would not know who the guy is. He'd be the best hooper you've ever seen at the YMCA, right?
Absolutely.
So, if LeBron James was not 6'9", he would not be LeBron James,
Absolutely.
right? So, like, look, the genetic lottery plays the first part, right? Yes,
Absolutely.
Hard work plays on the back end, right?
Yeah, because you gotta start when you're there.
Yeah,
Joy got her shot.
Yeah,
she was it.
She was it. She did well.
Yeah.
Right. But this idea of her allegedly throwing one woman up under the bus and then simultaneously saying on her air that like, hey. Oh. I really earned this, right? And I'm sick of people pretending that I didn't earn this, right? Now, it's an allegation, and y'all know I don't like going off of allegations.
You don't, but it's been a week.
Yeah. So, if this is the case, it's bad work, it's disgusting work. But I think this is a great opportunity for us to discuss Dirty Mackin, Skip and Shannon. I think this is a good opportunity for us to discuss the genetic lottery. Like, we do need to admit that extremely beautiful people do extremely well in life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? For no other reason than outside of having opportunity for being beautiful.
If you beautiful and you can speak well, you will keep a job.
You're probably gonna be good. It's like being born a 7-footer, right? If you're born a 7-footer, you're gonna have to not want to play basketball.
Absolutely.
Because you're gonna have the opportunity to for the rest of your life.
And then once you realize like, oh, I can go to school and do this.
Yeah.
I remember I took pictures of a boy. He was in high school. And he was a gamer, and so I took pictures of him for a gaming thing. He had to be at least like 6'6", and he was in high school. He was like, I hate basketball. I was like, so what you gonna do? He was like, NC State already offered me a full ride.
Goodness.
And he's like, I hate it. He's like, I want to be a gamer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what's gonna happen? And he was like, my mom said I don't have to go to school for the first year. He's like, I already got the full ride. He was like, as long as I stay in shape. He was like, but certain things just work for you.
Yeah, you hit the genetic lottery.
Yeah, and like I think the problem is like we growing up in this world where people gotta hate or people are ashamed of like their advantages, and it's weird to me.
That is weird.
So it's like, all right, yo, you know, you meet people who pretty like, oh, people only think about my looks. Like men know that pretty women get farther. It's a thing. Pretty privilege is real.
It is a real thing.
I've talked about it plenty of times here where I worked in corporate and we was on the marketing team and it was rough.
Yeah.
When the qualified person wasn't as pretty and they had to go do a TV appearance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it like that.
Yeah, it is a thing, and for us, and like I hate that we keep having to dance around it. Like you know, now we sit here and people want to have conversations about Joy qualifications. Well, her qualifications is she has a Hall of Fame brother. I think it's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, so she had a Hall of Fame brother, and she is a very attractive woman. So those were her qualifications. Now, anything that she allegedly did on the back end, I don't blame. I do not. First off, I can't come on the spot and say sex work is real work. And then when I see diet sex work, be disgusted by it. Yeah. What I can be disgusted by is when you pretend that that's not how you got there.
Fact.
Now, like our girl, my girl, Tiana Trump, is about to marry a soccer player, right? Yeah. She ain't sitting here talking about, yo, I'm here because of my personality.
I want to interview him. Because I know she did something.
I already know what he gonna say. All right.
I want to hear it. I want to know what she did. Like, bruh,
she's funny. She's laid back.
That's the thing we'll talk about. Freaks be funny.
Yeah. She's laid back, and Tiana has never dropped a video. I'm not talking about porn video. Pause. She's never dropped a video where she came off as like arrogant or over the top. Right, even in her post, right? Yeah. Like I follow Ash Cash, not sex worker, supposedly alleged. She does have OnlyFans. Maybe we should have a conversation around OnlyFans. Now I don't know.
That's not sex work. I don't care.
Yeah. But you know, like her posts are sometimes condescending, right? Like, yo, you got to be here. Tiana don't give you that. Yeah. Like Tiana actually told a story about like, yo, I met a dude in college and he wanted me, and she was like, you can't really afford me, and he was just like, all I got is $400, and she was like, you know what? He was cute. She's like. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like, sex workers are funny, man. I don't know why, like, all sex workers are. Like, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Except for the ones who trying to get out of it.
The diet sex workers are not funny.
They not. That's why they doing diet work. Yeah. Like, nobody goes into the vending machine and asks for the Diet Coke. That shit always in stock.
Yeah. It comes out by accident.
Give me the Coke with the crack in it.
You like, God damn it, this fucking...
Yeah. Like, sex workers make you... It's a reason why they make you be like, why are you doing this? Because you funny, you pretty.
Yeah.
You nasty.
Love of the game, bro.
Look, you gotta respect.
Love of the game, boy. You gotta respect it.
I took pictures of a sex worker one time.
You gotta respect it. Yeah, the strippers that are exhibitionists, love them. The strippers that's trying to pay a bill, ugh.
So they act like that bill ain't due.
Yeah, exactly. They try to hurry up and stuff. Like, no, give me the chick that's like, I hate the song ended. Yeah. Not the chick that's like, I can't wait for this song to end. No. Give me the chick that's doing it for the love of the game.
For another joke.
Just to give a heads up, our memory card just filled up. So y'all missed some good content. I might fix the audio on the videos and put it out because it's actually fucking hilarious. However, let's go back to Jason, man. Hold on.
In television, particularly in the sports media, but I'm sure it's throughout sports media, you got a bunch of makeup artists who are well-intentioned.
Okay.
You got a bunch of young girls that want to be on TV who are well-intentioned.
Land the plane, Jason Whitlock.
For the most part.
Nigga don't never land on plane.
But they're just as weak as I am, and you are. And they'll cut corners, and they'll use sex to their advantage. So I just want to give you...
How weak is Jason, man? Because he done said this for like the last 3 days. Does he...
For 15 to 20 to 30 minutes, they sit down and have a conversation with some millionaire man.
Okay.
And eventually, they're just like anybody else. They're going to throw some bait out there. And eventually, the men are going to take that bait.
Jason Whitlock did a lot of talk like he could have had the opportunity. And I don't like to shame people because some men will surprise you.
Yeah.
Especially men in power.
I know he done said it several times that he know himself around Joy Taylor. He would have took the chance right now. Whitlock know Joy Taylor more than I know Joy Taylor.
Okay.
But I would assume that he's punching out his weight class.
Facts.
I would assume he's punching out.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, I would assume he's punching out his weight class. With that being said,
Okay. Uh-oh.
women will shock you.
Facts.
Women will shock you.
They break boundaries.
Yeah, so if a man is, hey, what did she say? If he's funny enough?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, how did Joy put it? If he's,
Hold on. I might have it.
You got it? Okay, you might. Look at the producer right here.
Hold on.
If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, fucking money.
This is why I can't go in on Whitlock, because I think he has money and he might be funny.
He might be a little
and
funny.
she might think he's fine. I don't know. I don't look how men look. I think he's punching out his weight class, but Joy has said for herself, money, funny, and fine.
And I don't know which order.
I don't know what order. I don't know. I looked at Dixon. I don't know if they slept together, but looking at Dixon, looking at Whitlock,
I would have think they could get the same amount of women.
Might not be outside of his. I think he's punching out his class. I think he's talking too much, but hey, he knows better than I do.
Let's go.
We don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame. Let me tell you, I want to do something new for 2025. If you want to pod in person with me in 2025, you need to let me know up front who is your beef with. Is it with Mike or is it with me?
This is true.
I was ran up on twice over the break. And first of all, shout out to Taylor, man. She had, not Joy Taylor. I wish I was at that Christmas party. Boy, I wish I was there. But I was at a Christmas party with my homie Taylor.
Fox did not have a Christmas party this year.
Oh, facts. Yeah, if they knew this was coming down the pipeline, then they definitely did not.
They did not have a Christmas party. Everybody got a gift card.
Absolutely. Or you got an extra week of vacation.
Yeah.
I was at a party, and so when the girl, shout out to, I ain't gonna say your name. You the homie, though. She mentioned, she said, yo, come here. So I'm sitting there, and a dude across the table, I brought Nell with me to this Christmas party. Didn't realize until I got there that this was like a couple's Christmas party. So I'm like, all right, this is weird.
Hey, man, it's 2025.
Yeah, I guess if I'm getting invited somewhere, they expect for my girl to pull up with me. But anyway, we there, and so this girl come over. She's single. She was like, come here. And so this dude looked over at the counter. He said, you got a pod, don't you? Yeah, I watch. And he said, oh, she about to get up on your ass. And I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. So I'm like, what's up? And she was like, I just feel like, and I said, wait a second, we ain't finna pod, is we? She said, no, but I'm not going to speak loud for what I'm saying. And I was like, oh gosh, what happened here? And so I was like, what's up, man? Tell me how you feel. And I was told, she believes that black women should be allowed to date outside of their race because black men don't make enough. And the higher
Go ahead.
What's happening is women are realizing like black men might not be able to, how did she put this? Yo, we got to date outside our race because y'all might not just be capable of certain things. And I just feel like black women need to embrace that. And I asked her, do you have a problem with me or Mike? She wouldn't say, but she was like, I just feel like that. And I just feel like black women should know that. Of course, me, I asked her, I said, so you believe black women make more than black men? She said, yeah. I said, stop listening to Ebony K. Williams.
Please.
Like,
in that whole side of the internet.
And I said, you want to date a white boy? Go to fuckhead.
Yeah, date who you want. I only speak to men on this podcast, but if women tune in, y'all can date who y'all want to, right?
Absolutely.
But let's stop pretending that women want to date men that make the same amount of money as them, right? Because according to her, right, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you can't sit here and be like, yo, I want to make the same amount of money as men, and then I want men to pay for everything. Like, what kind of world is that?
Absolutely.
So cut it out. If you want to date men who make more money than you, good luck competing in that fucking market.
Yeah,
that is because the guys who make enough money that they could date more than one woman, you don't have enough to get that guy out the game. That guy is enjoying the game.
Facts.
He is running through women, and until he gets sick of running through women, it's never going to be you.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, date who you want. If you want to date men who make $500,000 a year, feel free. But guess what? 200 women want to date that guy.
Absolutely. Well, and it was super funny. I go out to eat, and I'm thinking I'm in a neutral zone. Life is good. I'm at the bar. Who walks in? Mike, 2 younger sisters. So we sitting there, and they said they want a pie. And I said, wait a second, where's Mike at? So I got Mike younger sisters at the bar. Mind you, we at
I can't even say where we at because I don't want people to just go in there. We at the place where the mimosas is on tap.
Oh, wow.
So with that being said, they are extra strong. And so we having mimosas. And Mike's older sister goes, why do you think I'm single? Now, I have to be honest. I had to tell her, I can't answer that. Because I don't know enough about you. I thought that was going to get me out of this. I had a great question. I asked Mike's sister what type of man she want. Now, I told her she needs to argue with you. And I told her, I said, I see why you and Mike fight all the time.
Yeah, we've already had this conversation.
She describes the man that she wants. And I said, oh, you want a 1%er.
Yeah. And it's like a 0.5%er.
Yeah, it was. She was shocked because she said, you think so? And then I did laugh because your youngest sister looked over at her and said, girl, what are you thinking? But you know what? I just want people to know that when we beef, when we in public, you got to let me know if your beef is with Mike or me. Because I can stand on what I say. It's hard to defend Mike sometimes because I'm like, I have to shit. I'll be like, Mike said that? See, Mike say stuff off air and on air, and I got to remember if he said whatever on air.
Yeah, on air. The most controversial stuff I keep off air. But my sisters have, they know why they're single. I've talked to them before. I've told them what their issues are and the things that they need to clean up. It's up to them to do it. Like, look, it's two things I'm going to say here. And both of these things, you'll find different variations of. One, women do not like men on their level. They don't.
Okay.
They don't like men on their level, right? They want men that are above them. The problem is that they want to do what they want to do, right? So what happens is women date men who pedestalize them, and over time they hate that man because when a man pedestalizes a woman, she doesn't respect them. So she's getting one of three things, right? She's either getting money from him,
okay,
attention from him that she would never get from anywhere else,
okay,
or it's a type of sex that she wants. She's comfortable enough to get it from him, right? The moment she can find whatever the hell it is that she wants and she no longer needs him, if it's money and she gets to the point where she don't need his money no more, she leaves him. Women hate dating men that pedestalize them. They do. Women have to look up to you in order to actually want to be with you. If they're on your level, at some point she wants you to be above her. She might give you time. She might give you 10 years, but at some point she's going to say, you haven't gotten above me, and she's going to feel like she's played herself, and then that's going to cause resentment in your relationship. Women do not like dating men on their level or beneath them. They don't. Stop letting them gaslight you into this, no, she doesn't. She doesn't. Stop listening to that.
Absolutely.
First part of the year.
As I said, if you want to beef in person, please let me know who you beefing with. What's your issues? Hold on. We don't want to play that shit just yet. Hold on. I got a clip. Where we at? Oh, I saw where we was. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry, y'all.
Said, I'm not telling my homegirl if her man is cheating. And Melissa got mad. I'm telling my man if his wife is cheating. I'm not telling my homegirl if her man is cheating. That's what I said before. I'm consistent.
That's fucked up.
BroCode, not people code.
I've told every one of my female friends, if I see your boyfriend cheating, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you right now. I got in an argument with Toya over it.
Because that's whack. If you call yourself a friend, then that's what you should do. You should, care about your friend, not looking like a fucking loser out there with their man cheating on them, and you know, and you don't say anything.
That makes you look like a loser?
I'm out here looking like a fucking fool. And apparently the guy I'm with is not hiding it to the point where you saw it and you can come and tell me. Yes, I can understand why Toy was pissed off. I was pissed off the first time you said it. It's stupid. But you tell your man if you saw his girl out there?
Said, I'm not.
I knew Melissa Ford was mad. When girls start going through their hair when they arguing with you, they hot. Who you agree with?
Neither. Neither.
Okay.
And I mean, this is why. Everybody in a relationship, greatest fear is being in a relationship with somebody that's making you look stupid, right?
Facts.
So that's everybody's biggest fear. So let's just put that, men and women, that's our biggest fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, right? I mind my business. So if I go out and I see my homeboy's wife and she's just out with another guy, she's just out, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna speak, right? Because I'm not gonna assume the worst of her.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm just going to speak. So I'm not going to get on the phone and snap a picture and send it to my homeboy and be like, hey, man, your wife out like that's childish. I'm not doing that.
Facts.
I am going to speak. I am going to introduce myself to the young man, especially if it's my homeboy's wife. If it's his wife, I do need to know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is my boy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But if everything checks out, I'm gonna let it go.
Facts.
Now, I'll hit my homeboy up, probably a day or two later. Not right then, not the same day. Because if it is some fuck shit, I want that shit to fester. because I want her to stew in it. And then I hit my boy up like 2 days later and be like, yo, I saw your girl Saturday at such and such, right? And then I let him handle that, right?
Yeah.
Because whatever story he's been told, whatever she told him she was out with, because I introduced myself.
Yeah.
I made it clear that I saw you.
Yeah.
If you ain't go home and clean it up and you was on some fuck shit, that's on you.
You know what's funny is this is a little bit of a different situation, but it's funny. I saw my homeboy's wife out at a club. It was like a hookah lounge club, right? And I went and spoke to her. She was there. Now, mind you, she was there with her homegirls, like all of her homegirls, and they were celebrating her graduation. And so I went over, my photography mentor who gonna take our pictures. I saw his wife out, right? And so she's all out there. And so I go over and speak. Main reason I spoke is A, she knew I was there, but B, because it was girls who I was with. And I didn't want her to, and she knows my wife, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, let me go let her know that I'm here, whatever.
That I see you, that you see me.
Yeah. And so, it was cool, but that's one funny situation. Now, to go to the point, I did text him like, yo, I see your wife.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But one of the things, I look at it like this. If your name is not Tequila, Sierra, who are the other homegirls I got? Probably, if your name is not them two, yo, if I see your dude out with another chick, you never gonna know about it. Like, I'm sorry. I kind of agree with Ish. And let me tell you why. This is so unfair and this is so irresponsible and this is so, I don't know, throw in some other words. Call me what you want. Y'all be staying with y'all nigga when he cheat on you. So I don't have time for it. And who am I? Like, yo, maybe it's his homegirl, maybe whatever. You know what's funny? Shout out to Med. Y'all know who she is.
And
She's a
I don't know.
supporter.
You're right. I'm with you. I don't know.
Look, me and her was out to eat.
Yeah.
Sat across from each other. We having drinks. We laughing. What we over there doing? We talking about the damn podcast.
Yeah.
We having a business meeting. Now, what if somebody snapped that picture? Now, what was funny is, who was the girl? One of our listeners ran up on me. She said, yo, I saw you out with a girl at the hookah bar. And I didn't come and speak because I was like, oh, maybe him and his wife then split up. And I was like, who was I with? You know, she described I was with C.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, you could have came and spoke. I was like, nah, I'm not that messy. If I'm out with a girl, it's no sit beside each other. We ain't cozied up.
I'm not running back. Like I said, if I see my boy's girl, like if I see your wife out, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll hit you up and be like, yo, but I'm not hitting you up right there. I'm not gonna be like, yo, do you know where your wife at? Right?
Yeah.
I'll hit you up, next time I see you. Unless it's some like obvious fuck shit going down, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
if I look over there and the dude rubbing all on her ass, I am gonna let you know. They're like, hey, I'm like, yo, dude, I saw your girl out. She tell you that I saw. You know what I'm saying? And then like we might have a conversation. But even then, I'm gonna tread lightly because what if you into that?
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. Like,
reason.
what if you into that? Like, I'm still gonna tread. Like, I'm not going to judge you. So I'm not this person. I'm not messy enough to be like, yo, let me run up and tell you I saw your girl. Like, yo, if you into that, but you don't want everybody to know, I might be like, shit, man, they might all be going home together. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be dropping off.
Some of y'all got kinks that I just don't judge on.
Yeah.
Like I kink shame, but I don't judge you on it. I don't know if that's even possible.
I don't know. I don't kink shame. So like now, if I see something that's out of bounds, I'll I'll address that. But I'll address that with them. Like if I saw my home, matter of fact, I've seen my homegirl husband out before. And just spoke to him and didn't even tell my homegirls. Because I was like, yo, it didn't give me any vibes of fuck shit.
Bro, if your name not Tequila Sierra, sorry. And I'm sorry, it's going to be a chick out there.
It's doing too much.
It is, because y'all be staying with the nigga who cheat.
Exactly.
Sorry.
And dudes be staying with chicks who cheat. And a lot of dudes into that.
Yeah.
So I can't sit here. I'm not running back. Like I said, unless it's something that's blatant, I'll tell you when I see you that like, yo, I saw you, girl. And then if you got more questions, I'll answer questions if you my homeboy or my homegirl. I'll tell you what I saw, but I'm not about to just like hit you up on a rando and just be like, yo, this is a video. You know your girl out. Like, man, come on. I'm not doing that.
Hey, man, Trump trying to buy Greenland, man.
Actually, Greenland would be a great. The thing is, he's not trying to buy. I think he's the one to invade, which is wild.
Oh, the Trumps is making it seem like he gonna cut a check.
Dude, you know what's crazy about this? If this was Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama talking about Canada gonna be the 51st state and you were going to go and take Greenland from them, who owns Greenland? Danes? What are the Danes? Is that Denmark or Dutch? Danes. Danes are Denmark.
I ain't graduated high school.
Okay, Danes are Denmark. if you like, everybody would be like, yo, this is wild. 25th Amendment this guy right now, a 25th Amendment this woman right now. With Trump, everybody just letting it go. And I think this is something that the DNC, y'all really need to hire me as a consultant. This is something that the DNC needs to understand is that their party has a moron muscle that just let things fly. And that's why on your side, you have to stop caring about what they say. Like like Democrats got to stop giving a fuck about anything that Republicans say that they're doing wrong. And Democrats have to push forward to just do what needs to be done. Because that's what they're doing right now. Yeah. First off, Greenland is not a bad idea. Canada is a bad idea. But Greenland actually isn't a bad idea because the Arctic Circle is melting, and that's going to become a trade route. And like right now, everything goes through the Panama Canal pretty much from east to west.
Well, you know what he want to do with that.
Yeah. So, yeah, he wants that back too. Right? I can't say too much because I don't even know how much longer we're going to have free speech in this country.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg said you can say what you want to now. We ain't fact checking that.
Yeah, see, the thing is they're conflating free speech with hate speech. So they're going to let you just get off whatever you want, which is kind of why I'm coming in hot, because I know we're going to kind of be able to allow it to say whatever we want to say in 2025, which is one of the benefits of the pendulum swinging backwards, because I told y'all I'm a free speech absolutist. I am not about cancel culture. I don't really think, people should be like calling and harassing people jobs because they disagree with them. I think that's the childish thing that you could do. What you should do is just don't financially support them or just ignore them, right?
Absolutely.
Like the reason why racism in this country worked is because of anti-blackness, right? Like if you took anti-blackness away and like you just had to be like, okay, just is Anglo superiority is a thing, right? That coalition will fall apart overnight. Because whiteness is not the same. A New England white person is not the same as a Midwestern white person, and that's not the same as a Texan white person, which
Florida
is
just
not the same as a Floridian, right? So Floridians are mostly
special.
Latino or special, right? Texans are that's a form of territory of Mexico. New Englanders are they're different, right? But I can guarantee you a white person from Boston, Massachusetts, look at white people from Newark, New Jersey. Completely different.
Facts.
Right? So again, if you take anti-blackness away, the coalition falls apart. It only works if you can make anti-blackness a thing. And that's the reason why they use the whole DEI thing. DEI? Yeah.
DEI, yeah.
Because everybody that's complaining about that thinks a black person has their job because they overestimate how many black people in this country. Not a lot of us, right?
Not a lot.
And then on the flip side of that, right? Like sometimes black people think they have too much influence and power to be able to boycott something because they think that it's equal numbers. And it's like, you can't boycott Starbucks. Starbucks are in places where there's not even any black people.
Facts.
Literally, they're in places. There's no black people in North Dakota. All right. It's probably 4 right now, and they're probably there for work reasons, right?
Shout out to all the black dads in North Dakota.
Yeah, you can't boycott anything in North Dakota. So it's like both sides kind of do too much. But to your point, Trump on Greenland, this is a crazy idea. I think if you get Greenland, I think that would be intelligent. It would be smart. Greenland has a lot of resources. I feel bad for the Greenland people because they probably have socialism now, and they probably have free health care. And you about to lose that shit.
Elon about to go up there.
You about to lose that, man. And if you've been watching our healthcare problem in the United States,
it's wild. I did love the internet saying that Diddy and Luigi, what his name is, they like beefing in jail because Diddy ain't the most famous person no more. It's like,
are they in the same prison?
Yeah, they in the same prison.
Shut up.
Diddy's lawyer and his lawyer are married.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Luigi got that kind of pull.
Yeah, They gonna
make Luigi a saint.
Oh, facts. I think they already started on his doc. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, they gonna make Luigi a saint. Hey, but I did not drop this in group chat. I sent this to my homegirls group chat where
his real friends.
No. Because some of the stuff is male related. Some of the stuff is women related. Look at it. Y'all made me not even say female. I hate cancel culture.
Oh,
but it was a doctor, right? It was a doctor in Texas. A little bit off topic. Doctor in Texas. And she was complaining about United Healthcare. And I'll drop it in the group chat. And the crazy part is she was like, she was in surgery on the patient right then and there. But with United Healthcare, like whenever a doctor says that, hey, I need an overnight stay in the hospital, United Healthcare calls them. They have to pick up, right? And they only call one time. They call from a number that you can't call back from, and they won't give you a number to call back from. So even though the doctor was in surgery, she had to scrub out, leave surgery, and take the call so they could approve the overnight stay in the hospital because if they didn't approve it, well, if they do not talk to the doctor, they deny the claim.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that is actually so Greenland. You might want to check in on how we handle shit over here before y'all want to become a part of the United States.
And I hope you spend a lot of time in jail to the lady that was breaking those babies' bones. The nurse, she got arrested. There's a nurse. I gotta send you the article.
I saw that, and it goes to something that I always say.
Don't trust white women.
No. I don't say that. I don't have any beef with white women, man.
Oh, I do.
Well, I don't trust them. But the whole thing, what I always say
besides
is,
you, Haley. Sorry.
Too much talking, not enough unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing on that. I think we need to move to a society. I don't need the government to like prosecute everybody. Just green light people. Oh God. Just green light them. Just be like, hey, you know what? If you get arrested for this person, once we put the name in, we're gonna throw the charge out.
Can you know, I remember when my sister had my nephew and was in the hospital and they took him out and my sister was like, go find him.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, all right. And I went to go find him. And then until they took him out of that room, my sister said, stay there. Yeah. Like, watch him, whatever. And, because I didn't understand at that time that babies get swapped. Babies go missing. You don't know, this lady, she's a nurse.
And I would love a lot of the demographics. Because when I hear stories like this, I'm like, it's just certain things you just don't try when you look over there and you see somebody that might snap on your ass. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I think that, they're used to like angry black women, right? Yeah. But I don't think a lot of times, because here's the thing, like, if that would happen to my son, I would go post your bail. Like, you ain't got to worry about jail. Your bail's going to get posted. And they won't even have to worry about the trial, like, because everything is just gonna be an unsolved mystery. Just an unsolved mystery.
Ask a black dad. I love you, Haley. Shout out to you. One of those few white women I love. Shout out to her. And shout out, buy Q some more merch, man, from the brand. Ask a black dad. Do you check your significant other's phone?
No, and I see that was trending like last week on social media.
Okay.
I don't. If I do check a phone, it's because I'm done, right? So it's like I'm looking for confirmation. Like I'm already done, but I don't want to get gaslit when I'm trying to explain to you why we not together.
Why we not together?
Yeah, because women are notorious for that. And it's like, so here's the thing. If I do, I have been through a phone. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I had. Yeah. And I did screenshot everything in case you're still listening, to the pod right now. A lot of my exes do listen.
Shout out to y'all.
And it's like, I did screenshot it. And it's like, if you try to tell me something didn't happen, I just send a screenshot.
Oh, Mike, one of those.
Yeah, I just send a screenshot. Don't try to lie to me like this.
Don't lie to me right now.
Like I would not, because I'm not the type. This is something that y'all might not. My friends know. Like if I'm transacting with you, I'm not the type of person where I get instantly mad and cut you off. Right? But when I do cut you off, typically it's for good reason. Yeah. So when you try to make it seem like it was me, I just screenshot your shit and send it back.
I don't check nobody's phone. I tell the story plenty of times. I was suspecting my girl cheating. And I checked her phone one time and she was matching clothes with the nigga she was cheating with. And since then, I learned my lesson. Shout out to him and her. He's happily married, doing his thing.
Hey, what they say, man? You go look in the toilet.
Oh, you gonna find something.
You gonna find shit.
And it was right there for me. Shout out to them. And them outfits was ugly, by the way.
And it's too easy to like misunderstand things too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too.
Mike, they was matching.
Yeah, no. That's not a misunderstanding. No, if you read something that's obvious, right? But I'm saying like you read something that's not obvious, right? Like you see a number that you don't recognize. Thing like I do not have time to be worried. I do not guard pussy. I'm not the guard at the guard shack with a shotgun to guard pussy, right? Yeah. Your woman's going to do what she wants to do. I don't. Now, I will say this, right? Mm-hmm. I don't tolerate no disrespect, right? Facts. Like if we're in a relationship together and your phone go off at 2:30 in the morning and I wake up, go ahead and answer that. Go ahead and answer that. And put it like what I'm saying, like don't say like don't play me. Like don't interrupt my life and don't interrupt my day with your dumb shit.
Yeah, I got cussed out for that because she called me one time. I was with somebody else.
Yeah, like
it was 4 a.m. She called me, and then I got back in bed. The girl was like, "No, we can talk about this." And I said,
"No, that's real. Like, don't interrupt my life with your bullshit." So so like stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, like I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walk in the room and you reading something, then you drop it or you turn real fast.
Oh, you can finish reading.
Yeah. Go ahead. And, read
it out loud.
Yeah, go ahead and read that out loud.
Let me see if you can read. Shout out to my homegirl who broke up with a dude who couldn't read. She's like,
dude.
Shout out to Tequila, man.
Hey, what did she say? Why you gonna throw her up under the bus? Bleep that out. Don't throw her up under the bus like that.
No,
man.
because you know, I'll tell you the real funny part off mic. But yeah, she was like, Gavin, this nigga couldn't read. He was reading out a text. She said he couldn't. She said I had to let him go.
And y'all have babies by these dudes.
Yeah.
Insane. But no, I do not believe in checking the significant other's phone. I do believe that people, you know, a lot of people say, you know, it is like, you know, it's transparency, yada, yada, yada. It's not if you're insecure. Now, for instance, right?
Okay.
Because I've dated a woman that said, hey, throw me your phone real quick, right? Because I actually need it. Like either to look something up or to make a phone call, and I don't have my phone. Like, look, if she hesitate, that tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm still not going through it because I do believe that as a couple, there's a level of privacy that you should have to keep one another interested.
Okay.
Right. Because I mean, if I know everything about you, you know what I'm saying? Or if I, you know, or it could give you a false confidence that I know everything about you. And I might not, right?
Yeah.
Because that might be the phone that you know about.
Yeah. Facts.
You know, the phone that she having a homegirl, you know, plan.
Yeah.
That stays, you know, at a homegirl's house, right? And you over here with all this false bravado.
Yeah.
And now you raising 3 kids and 3 of them ain't yours. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you know everything. So like, no, I believe people should be transparent. It's the other person's responsibility to make sure that you're confident in your relationship. Yeah. But it's your job to make sure that you're not insecure in your relationship.
I am laughing at it's a celebrity, and I ain't gonna say her name or her man's name. And she was online going in about how her man is this and that, and she was shitting on girls. And you know what was funny? We was at work laughing because we knew that nigga other life. And they got divorced. We didn't talk about them on the pod. But I just remember, like, y'all got to be careful. Some you get online and you start talking crazy about what I got. You remember that video I sent to y'all? That girl, you know what? Hold on, this is the sidebar, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Hold on. No. That was a funny ass video. I sent it to you. About people be talking crazy, man. Where's my video? Hold on, stay here. Don't move right quick. Damn, where's my video at, Mike? All right, I'll find it in a little bit. All right, let's get to some sports, man.
All right, let's shut it down.
LeBron James took him more games, but he finally passed Michael Jordan's thing.
Took him 7 more games, more years.
Took him 7 more years, 500 some more games. You know what? Congratulations on that. And I'm gonna say this though. If that Drake tweet is real, I still can't figure it out if it's real or fake. Drake saying it's fake. The dude is posting a video to show that it's real. However, this does seem like this the same dude who got jumped because he said some crazy stuff about State Farm Diggs. So I don't know if it's real or not. But
when
Drake,
I saw that, I don't think it's real.
Well, it's not off brand.
It is not off brand for Drake. Drake is a dirty macker. I mean, I'll say that. So, but LeBron, from everything I've heard from people that are near the industry, not near LeBron, but just like near the industry, dude is as buttoned up as it comes.
Absolutely. I just looked at him like, you can't do that.
And that ain't me saying that like, yo, what he ain't doing. But when I say buttoned up, like, y'all got to understand, sometimes men are allowed to do the things that you see them doing.
Oh, okay. And LeBron, that dunk at 40, that's amazing.
That's stupid. That was stupid. Like, Charles Barkley, you are a hater.
A hater.
You are a hater, bro. And this is why y'all are losing fucking ratings at halftime. Like, you can't, like, bro, you got to be like, you know what? Like, he was like, yo, we got to watch it. Like, yo, like, dude is 40 and he just did like a reverse hand dunk with people in the paint. Like,
yeah.
It's a little insane, bro.
I can't do that in my hoop in my living room.
Yeah, with the kid at the kids' hoop.
Yeah, like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler. What y'all doing? Sorry, I got to bring up Jimmy just to piss you off. Your team just decided to turn it off this year.
Yeah, all my teams are bad this year, man. So I have nothing to say.
Y'all gonna get rid of him or not?
Yeah, we got to trade Jimmy. He's old, too.
That's the only problem. Jimmy is 37.
36, 37, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like he won an extension, but like I can understand why.
He's not happening. Love you, Jimmy. Love you to death. Glad you came to the Miami Heat. No extension for you.
Jello, the song is hard. What a chorus is. Let me put it like that. Will you play this in your car? I know you don't listen to rap.
You always say I do listen to rap. I'm just not a rap fan of the new rap. And this includes this Jello song. I do not know why y'all like this song.
What you mean? It's good.
It is.
It sounds good.
Hey, I'm out of the loop. Like the Jello hype. Because I heard it when it first dropped, when the dude showed it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, see the reaction. And I'm in the comments and I was just like, I mean,
come on, man.
I was like, yo, it's a solid effort for a dude that's not a rapper. I was like, I guess. No, like I told you, I think Lonzo's song is better than this.
Oh my gosh, here we go with Lonzo. Before we get up out of here,
But I want Jello to make it though. Like, this is not me saying that I think Jello shouldn't make it. I love all the rappers tweeting at him like, yo, Jello send the verse. I love that. So look, I love when black men win, bro. Even if I don't like what you do.
Well, I like that he gave up this whole rapping thing. I mean, excuse me, playing basketball.
The whole basketball thing.
Yeah, because your dad told us the truth. Who's the better hooper in y'all family? And finally, we got there.
Dude, I think I don't think he put in much work in his brother, because there's no way both his brothers make it to the league and he don't. All the Barry sons made it.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're not stars, right? Their dad was the star, but I'm just saying, like,
that the Holiday brothers made it.
Yeah. Like, if basketball is one of those sports where it's like, yo, y'all all like, it's either the baby makes it, right, and nobody makes it, but like if the oldest brother make it, everybody makes it.
Everybody makes it. This is the video I wanted to play. Hold on.
I said I had a good man and bragged on him. Them girls fucked my nigga. They fucked him down to the ground. They fucked him like a low down dirty dog. So you might want to be careful trying to brag on how good your man is, and somebody put that pepperoni pussy on your man, and then you'll have a whole pizzeria of little Papa John's running around here. So you might want to get your ass out my comments talking about you got a good man, because the pizza pocket pussies is in the comments, and they will take him and fuck him like they did.
Boy, she hurt, boy.
She was hurt.
She was
sorry.
hurt.
That is one of the. That's why you can't be online bragging about your person.
Yeah, you can't be. Somebody will try your person. Somebody will try your person.
Look, one of my favorite photographers. He calls himself the Walmart Drake.
Yeah,
he kind of do look like Drake. And his wife is a hottie, and he used to take pictures of his wife all the time.
Yeah,
she was a nurse. She didn't do any type of modeling, but he's a bomb photographer. Took pictures of his wife. Matter of fact, y'all know they love when they say it.
So she's attractive and she a nurse.
Yep.
And he just throwing her online.
He putting her online, and my favorite.
What's his relationship with his father?
That's his wife right there. Y'all love when I show Mike a pretty woman online, because y'all get to be like, look at y'all objectifying women. You see her?
Yeah. Let me see here. I had to click on her profile. Oh yeah, she's a cutie.
Yeah. And so like, see Mike over there clicking shit. See. This is why you don't hand your phone to people. But look, one of my favorite people, he kept putting her online. Guess who just got a divorce? Them two.
No.
And it's tough.
No.
Because I'm like, yo, your wife is on your YouTube. You see how many followers she got?
34,400.
He got like 250,000.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, so like he's putting her out, putting her everywhere. Now, here's the joke. All right, he's a famous photographer. She's a nurse who got famous through modeling for him.
Through him.
In Vegas, they having a big photo conference that I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's the biggest photo conference in the U.S. Do you think it's fair? She's doing model testing out there. They divorced. She's only famous because of him.
Because of him.
He's going to be there.
Yeah.
She's doing model gigs.
Yeah, women invade spaces all the time and take them over. Like, I was telling my boy the other day, we got 5 years left on the cigar lounge. Like, that's it. Because women ain't going to the club no more. So, yeah, that's par for the course, right? They come in spaces and they take them over. And look, it's one of those unfair advantages that women have, right? Like, beauty trumps everything. Beauty trumps talent, bro.
I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
She is. And I'm like, yo, sis, why you don't even live in Vegas. Y'all live in Chicago. Stay in Chicago and do this shit.
Man.
Nope. She coming to his event to do something. And I say his event because he's one of the people, when he walks in, he's going to have security with him. He's a big
so he's big time.
Yeah, he got 250,000 followers. Like, he's a big photographer.
Yeah.
Especially, like, it's only like, when it comes to photographers of color that's men, it's only like 2 or 3. And he's the one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this about to be funny. And she's like, yeah.
I don't know.
She charging.
We've already gave everybody a long pod today.
Facts, but fuck it.
Do you bring your baddie wife to the public? Like, I mean, it's a tough question, man.
You want me to play this video that sis just did again? You better stop.
They go, fuck.
They are. And I was like, yo, and I only found this out right before you came in. That's why I was on the computer researching, because somebody's like, yo, you seen they ain't been together for 2 years. I stopped following him for other reasons, but
Yeah.
I
I always hate when people go through divorce, because divorce is so messy, man. Somebody that you you love and cream pie all the time, and all of a sudden y'all now are strangers.
Strangers.
It's the craziest thing ever, man.
It's tough. I will get on Shaq and Dwight, but it's two people I don't like. I mean, I love Shaq, but two people
I don't
with
like
fragile
either.
egos
Yeah,
that just like whatever.
Yeah, two mama's boys. No thanks.
Absolutely.
No
Drea,
offense to the mama's boys listening. And speaking of mama boys,
my mom and my dad had said I'm a mama's boy and that he's one. So good. Thank you for cleaning up for my father. Speaking of mama's boys, your girl, you got to stick. Are you gonna shoot your girl Bill? She took her son to see her boyfriend play basketball.
This is what y'all I gotta always understand when I bring up Drea, Brittany Renner, and Tiana Trump.
Okay.
I bring these women up because they're beautiful and men forgive all the dumb stuff that beautiful women do. That's the whole point of
Is
me
that your
bringing these
toxic
women
three?
up.
That's your toxic.
That's my
three.
toxic three right there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't bring these women up because I'm like, yo, these are ideal women. I bring it up because men forgive beautiful women for doing dumb stuff all the time. That's the whole point of me bringing them up. So like Drea taking her son, right?
Who's 21?
Who's 21 to her boyfriend,
Her
baby
baby
daddy, game.
Who's 21?
It's 21. Like
It's crazy.
That's what I expect from Drea. Like, I'm not looking at it and being like, yo, I can never imagine Drea doing this. Like, dude, there's a police report on Drea. I don't know the details of it, but pretty much like left the kid at home to fend for itself for like several days. Like, there's a police report that you can find on Drea.
Well, no. She left him there and she went to the club.
I don't know where she went. I'm just saying, like, you can find. You
she
can,
got
like,
for the one who was at the game, the 21-year-old.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
So it's like,
she did it when he was 5.
So it's like, I think it was only, I think it was like 7 or 8. It was still too young. I
She
don't
was
care.
too young, but she went to the club for a hosting.
Yeah. So
and then her baby daddy was like, yo, where my kid at? And she was like, oh.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, so Drea, Tiana Trump, Brittany Renner, like, these are like, yo, look at these women. And here's the thing. Tiana's my girl, because I think she's cool, right? I would not hang out with Drea. I would not hang out with Brittany Renner. I would hang out with Tiana.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah, Brittany Renner seemed like the type of chick. You know when you take the girl out and you realize like, oh, she thinks she bigger than what she is. She trying to fight chicks. And it's
and like, she seemed like the type that, years later you'll end up hearing about that night. And it's like, yo, man, I don't forgot completely about it. So no, Drea is the type of person that would just fuck you over and act like she ain't fuck you over.
Look, man.
So I had a homegirl like that. I had a homegirl that would fuck you over and just pretend that it never happened.
Who are you?
Yeah, like pretend it never happened.
I love them gaslighters.
Yeah, so
they're the ones that make you question if you sane and you got to get up out of
absolutely. So so when I bring up Brittany Renner, Drea, Tiana, like these are not the this is not Winnie Mandela conversations that I'm having. This is like, hey fellas, like y'all do realize that y'all be falling for women that are obviously toxic.
Facts. What you got planned this weekend?
Man, we supposed to be snowing this weekend, so I don't know, man. Hey, I'm working on our New Year's resolutions, man. We blow it up for 2025, man. Everything I do is gonna be Black Dads Club related, man, from now to the end of the year, bro.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for listening. Especially if you went through that painful audio, because I think I'm gonna try to fix the video audio because we got off some great jokes that I just want to hear in the pod. But look, I want to thank everybody for listening. If you want to be a sponsor of this podcast, shout out to the company that heard about me sweating. I'm trying to get some bed sheets out of her. I think, you know what I'm saying? Might have to shout out to all the girls that had 2 periods in January. It's a lot of y'all. I've been seeing it on Twitter, like literally.
It's a thing.
Yeah. And then, it's weird because, women start linking up and clicking up and, they be having this shit together. But I just find it interesting, man. Shout out to y'all. Just to give it up, I will be in Florida next weekend. So if you come up to me and you're trying to pod in that state, everything I ever said bad about Florida, I take it back. I'm just laying it out there. Can't say what part I'm going to, but anything that happened down there. But with that, we'll holler at y'all next time.
Holla at your boy.